The Doom series has always been known for having pretty interesting Easter eggs and secrets, and I'm glad to report that Doom Eternal is no different. In today's video, we rip and tear our way through 25 Easter eggs, secrets and references in the fantastic Doom Eternal. Now, in a game series this steeped in history, there are probably going to be some references or secrets that I miss or just didn't know, and if you think I have missed something, then the best place to let me know is in the comments section or on my social media accounts, the links to which are in the description. Oh, and I will attempt to keep spoilers regarding the game's plot to a minimum, but some of these discoveries are made in later parts of the game, so please consider this a spoiler warning. Anyway, without further delay, let's get started. So first up, let's tackle the enormous amount of references to other id Software games and properties. When we covered the Easter eggs in Doom 2016 a few weeks back, we found references to Skyrim, Commander Keen, Dopefish and more, and nearly all of those, plus more, return in Doom Eternal. First up is this familiar face. So this is Dopefish from the Commander Keen series of games that were also developed by id Software. As mentioned, Dopefish has featured in previous id games, as well as making appearances in non-id developed games like Max Payne. This isn't the only location you can find Dopefish, by the way. He's found in other levels too, and destroying him usually rewards you with an extra life. More id references can be found during the Ark Complex level, including a packet of Commander Keen themed chewy candies, some Dopefish branded salted nuts, and even an appearance from id's creative director, Hugo Martin, whose face is on the pack of Galami's dried meat pieces. So it's now time to attempt to cover the references found on the Fortress of Doom. Now, I am almost certain I've missed something here, as the fortress is packed with nods to both Doom games of old and games from other franchises. So first up, you can find this sitting on a desk. So this is the Soul Cube from Doom 3. The Soul Cube was the most powerful weapon in Doom 3 and even made a similar appearance in Doom 2016. On the other side of the room you can find another nod to Commander Keen, this time it's the Commander's iconic helmet. Again, this Easter egg was actually featured in Doom 2016. Now I don't know about you, but I didn't really take the Doom guy as a bookman, but he does have a rather impressive collection on display. These include Vault Dweller's Survival Guide, an obvious nod to the Fallout series, To Pray or Not to Pray, a reference to, well, Prey, From Notefish to Dopefish, the Dope Tale, another nod to Dopefish, Living with Rage and Other Common Emotions in the Apocalyptic Wasteland, which is a nod to the id-developed Rage series, and Mesa Science Monthly Predicting Unforeseen Consequences, which is a reference to Half-Life. The shelf above is also littered with references such as the Caco in the Rye, a reference to the Catcher in the Rye, To Kill a Mocking Demon, a nod in the direction of To Kill a Mockingbird, and 50 Shades of Slay, which is a reference to 50 Shades of Grey. I'm sure the other books are references too, but these are the ones that I knew off the top of my head, so please feel free to fill in the blanks in the comments. There is one book in particular here that may have escaped your attention though. The book How to Comb Your Mustache, written by Clifton M. Fishback, is pretty special. Clifton M. Fishback is the name of Markiplier's dad. After mentioning how much the Doom series meant to him, some of the developers at id said they'd be doing something special to commemorate Markiplier's father, who sadly passed away in 2008. And that's what this is. It's a really nice touch. A special mention has to go to this magazine, which amongst some of the other articles also has one explaining why the Slayer owes the demon community an apology. Oh, and I almost forgot, you can find the boxes for previous id Software games on the bookshelf, including Doom 2 and Quake 3 Arena. Possibly my favourite reference to another game is this that can be found during the Ark Complex level. So the post-it note that says "Not a Mimic" is a reference to the massively underrated Prey 2017, which featured shape-shifting aliens known as mimics that could morph into everyday objects. The same post-it note was also used in the 2018 Bethesda E3 conference.
Hang on. There.
Oh, and a big thank you to Swifter Thunder from my Discord server for helping me find this Easter egg. A final id reference can be found in the final level of the game, with the id logo being spotted in the distance. So this next Easter egg is excellent for fans of Doom lore. Now I'm going to be completely honest here, I didn't know the Doom series had such an extensive backstory. I thought it was just a guy shooting demons. Well, this week I learnt that Doom Guy has a pet rabbit called Daisy. Hey, even elite demon slayers need a furry friend. In Doom 2016, you could find posters offering a reward if Daisy was found. Well, at the Fortress of Doom, you can find rabbit food and a rabbit cage, along with a picture of Doom Guy and Daisy, meaning that poor little Daisy still hasn't been found. Until now. Here she is on the Hell on Earth level. So according to Hugo Martin, the creative director that we mentioned earlier, Daisy can actually be found on every level in the game, but as of yet there doesn't seem to be a way to reunite the Lost Rabbit and Doom Guy. So one of the more popular Easter eggs in Doom 2016 was this hidden location featuring a skeleton with a balloon. When you shot the balloon, this would happen. Well, in Doom Eternal, on the Super Gore Nest level, after finding the required keys to progress, it won't be there until you do, you can find this. So unlike the balloon found in Doom 2016, this balloon cannot be destroyed, but still it's a pretty cool find. Speaking of returning Easter eggs, if you die in lava, this will happen. So as was the case again with Doom 2016, this is a reference to this scene from Terminator 2. So one of the most fun things you can do in Doom Eternal is turn on all the cheats and just go to town with your favourite weapon, like this. Some of the cheats also offer pretty cool cosmetic effects like Party Mode, which adds confetti and cheers to your demon killing. If you collect all of the cheat discs in game, and one of these needs to be obtained by fully upgrading your suit, you can play the original Doom on the Tower of Doom computer. Now for some reason this seems to be bugged for me, as I've upgraded the suit fully but the game won't unlock, so I can't show you any footage, I'm sorry about that. The same can be said for Doom 2, which can be unlocked by entering the password Flynn Taggart, but this crashes my game for some reason. I checked online and it seemed to be a common issue with the PC version, so hopefully it's fixed soon. Luckily, friend of the channel and fellow Easter egg hunter Garbit sent over the footage he managed to capture on the Xbox version of the game, so please go and thank him, the link to his channel is in the description. Speaking of Doom games of years gone by, hidden in the options menu of the game is a setting called Classic Weapon Pose. What this does is place your gun at the centre of the screen, just like the old school Doom games. Owners of the deluxe edition of Doom Eternal also get access to the Classic Weapons sound pack, which changes the sound on all the weapons in the game. Sticking with retro Doom references now, and this one can be found on the Exaltia level. So this retro Doom texture makes a cheering sound when interacted with. If anyone knows why this happens, then please let me know why. One of my favourite Easter eggs in Doom 2016 was this mini Doom Guy figure. Well, in Doom Eternal, we can once again find a small Doom Guy figure, and this is what happens. Okay, so it's not as cute as the one in Doom 2016, but it's still really cool. The penultimate Easter egg in today's video is a pretty sad one. On the Super Gorness level, you can find this. So this chair with a top hat on top of it has a sign saying "Slay Cancer." This is a reference to the popular YouTuber Total Biscuit, who sadly died of cancer in 2018. This isn't the first time we've seen a reference to Total Biscuit in video games, as his iconic top hat was also featured in Mordhau. The final Easter egg in this video is probably the funniest of the lot. After completing the game and sitting through the credits, selecting credits from the main menu won't work by the way, this secret cutscene will play out. So that's it. That's 25 Easter eggs, secrets and references in the Eggcellent Doom Eternal. As I said, I'm certain I've missed at least one here, probably in the Tower of Doom, so if you think I have, then please let me know in the comments or on my social media accounts. If you are a fan of Easter eggs and secrets in games, then perhaps consider subscribing, as that's what this channel is all about. Thank you all very much for watching, and I'll speak to you all soon.